Hello, my Leos, and welcome to Divine Destiny with Debbie. I'm reading for June 1st through the 7th. I've done my overview. Get ready. Angels are here. Please watch it. Also, remember, these are general readings, may or may not resonate. Take what you like, leave the rest for entertainment purposes only. Okay, let's see what we've got going on here. Oops. That one just kind of flipped a little bit. Let's see. Leos, I feel, there's a big shift. We've been talking about it. Unprecedented times. I think that it will be one of those things that lights your fire. I think it will be going forward. Now remember, we still have to live our lives, and life in itself is not always easy. But I do feel that this will be very energizing for you, and it will be very, I do feel that that Leos will have more positive energies around them than negative. But remember this, the dark energies, devil doesn't like you to be blessed. So usually, they try to go to, your most vulnerable places. So, pray protection over whoever it is that you need, that everybody needs to have protection over. Okay, how's that? Anyway, let's see what we've got here. Higher power. I'm sorry, Michael, warrior, defender Michael. What do you want to say to your Leos, What do Leos need to know? Didn't you get this recently? I do believe you did. The hummingbirds. Okay. Opening the palms to the divine. Open up to your spiritual gifts. Remember, Leos, that your true nature is spiritual, not physical. The angels are sending you messages to guide your soul's growth. And I talk about angels in that overview because this really resonates for me, at least. So let's see what that does for you. Okay, open up to your spiritual gifts. Could be going on quite a bit, especially, like I said, as this shift, as things move. Remember, even Jesus said to look to the heavens, and things are shifting in the heavens. Anyway, let's see what we have here. Okay, let's see. Higher power, Lord Jesus. Okay, card. Knight of Michael, always an interesting card to me. Underlying energies for knights are fire. It's your energy underlying it. Passionate, burning, very determined energies. However, air energy is the oversight of this. And fire and air really is very, very combustible. Now, the thing about this, somebody else got this, I think it was Scorpio got this. So if you have any Scorpio in your charts, you might want to watch it. These two are reversed, so they say pay attention a little bit more to me. So like I told you, underlying is fire, overlying is air energy, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Thought processes, thinking things through, making some plans, and also hearing news. So part of the Knight of Michael. So knights in itself are focused. Once they figure out which direction they're supposed to go in, they go. The thing about the Knight of Michael is, it's basically, this is going to be a gut reaction. So like I said, cover yourself in cloak of protection. Open yourself to your spiritual gifts more and more and more, and let the divine guide you where you need to go. Because the Knight of Michael, it's a gut reaction, and it does not necessarily mean that it's an intuitive reaction. It's almost like, it's not necessarily, like I said, it's not intuitive, it's not spiritual, psychic, it's kind of a rebellious reaction. Okay, somebody tells you you can't do something, and you're like, oh, heck, I can't. I am. So you really have to be careful about this energy. The Knight of Michael, be careful about your response, okay? Be careful about how you move forward. It doesn't mean that you're not going to go the correct way. It's just that you can, it's just whichever way this is being led or you're being taken to, you have to do it a little bit more purposefully than just reactive, okay? You want to be proactive, you don't want to be reactive. But the Knight of Michael says you might not be given time to really make a conscious decision, okay? It's not a bad energy, it's just be careful that you don't just, that it's a knee jerk. Don't be careful not to have a knee jerk reaction. So something happens, take a couple of minutes, breathe, tell the person, I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Okay. Don't commit either way. I'll think about it if you're able to do that. Strong, committed, intellectual, diligent. Time to move quickly. Choose logic over emotion. Sudden changes. Like I said, it's more a case of, and with Mars in Leo, Mars is, it's kind of like you want to like in your face. Okay. No, we cannot have in your face. Next card, reversed again. The page of Michael. So the page is right before the knight. Underlying energy to the page is Earth. And that is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo, money, job, career. So something to do about your sense of living, your way of life, okay? Michael, again, is that air energy. So again, so the knight coming first, and then the page, and this is before it. So I'm kind of saying take a step back, and look at the situation. It's not, and I like this combination about it, because the page of Michael basically says, okay, look at it a little bit differently, and how this is spaced. Look at it a little bit differently. It is not something that you cannot get through. In fact, if you think through it a little bit better, you will get through it. If there's some obstacles being thrown in your way, you will be able to maneuver them, okay? The Knight of Michael is kind of throwing out the challenges and expecting you to just respond without really thinking. The page pulls you back a little bit, think it through a little bit. Nothing is winnable in this situation. Just take it back a little bit and you will be able to navigate whatever it is that's being thrown towards you. Truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt. An exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts or documents very thoroughly. So look, just take a little bit of time. Step back. I'll think about it. Step back. Look at the situation. You'll be able to see the pitfalls. You'll be able to see the traps, and you'll be able to navigate through them. It is not something that that you cannot move forward through. And actually, it'll be an interesting challenge for you. Okay, next card. The Queen of Raphael. So we got all these court cards here. Now the Queen, underlying energy is water. Raphael is water. So it's an emotional energy, emotional, spiritual energy. It is Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces energy. Fluid, emotional, spiritual. Now we do have things moving into Pisces, so it may be kind of like something that tugs at your heart a little bit. It could be a little bit on that emotional side, but you are going to respond with a lot of love towards this. You're going to do what you know is right, especially since you've gotten this page. It's like somebody throws you this emotional snowball, and it's like they want you to just do something. Take a step back, think it through, kind of navigate the system. You go forward, and it actually, because of how you approach it, it's all good. It's all good, my Leos. Okay? So the Queen of Raphael is kind, understanding, giving, and psychic. Follow your heart. A love of home and family, trustworthy psychic information. So basically, you don't have to rush into anything. You really, even though they might be acting like whoever throws it at you, and it could be your job, like, oh, we have to do this. You have to do this. Breathe through it. Look at it a little bit. Look at it a little more objectively. Don't just, I've got to get this done. No. Step back. Take a step back, and you'll see how it works. It works out for you. And then remember, your nature is spiritual, not physical. So this is where, if I followed me, I'm always like, oh, God, help me. Jesus, help me. Jesus, help me. Jesus, help me. What am I supposed to do? Jesus, help me. Okay? So this is, I don't want to scare you with that. That night just being in that first place means it's like you're being thrown something, you're being thrown kind of an unstable thing, and you want to just kind of like run with it or throw it back or something. Take a step back, move, that page is really very positive for me. And then the queen is basically, it all works out well. Okay, so here we go. Higher power. What else do you want to say? Okay, this card is kind of popping for me, so let's see. The Knight of Earth. So again, the underlying Knight, energy to the Knight is fire. Okay, your energy. Earth is Capricorn, Taurus, and Virgo energy, kind of like the underlying energy to the page. The Knight, again, very focused. And this is, I mean, it all fits together. Whatever's going on, do not be reactive, be proactive, because the Knight of Earth looks at things. You know, you can see he's not on his horse. The horse is there, they're ready, everything is getting ready, but he's looking at everything, and with it, he's making his plan. Okay, so whatever this is going on, do not be reactive. Take a step back, look at things objectively, make your plan, and then once you do, get moving. So, hope this means something to somebody. Loyal, dedicated, protective, apprehensive. Plan carefully before taking action and then get going. Pay attention to the details, wait for perfect timing, a guardian angel or someone who watches over you. So it's kind of like, well, why couldn't we have had this card first? Well, I don't think you would have understood the depths that will be needed with this. And then too, God, what is it that I need to know? Watch over me, protect me, show me my way, open my doors. Okay? Okay. And anything else you might want to ask or say? Okay, let's see. Michael, protect me during this transit. Okay? Protect me during this decision. Protect me during this path. Higher power, let's see, what crystal or energy for Leos? Here we go. Jet. Absorbs negativity, grounding, financial balance, healing, grief. Yeah, I think this all works out really, really well. It's just, you know, you're going to have to navigate it. You're going to have to move wisely through this. Okay? Okay. Whew, breathe. Okay. Anyway, my Leos, remember to watch that video that I was talking about. Get ready. Angels are here. Click on whatever needs to be clicked on, either down here or over here. You know, hearts, thumbs, whatever it is. As always, my Leos, always remember, always know that you are loved. Stay shining and be blessed. Thank you for watching.